Friends, it takes faith to perceive the promises of God. But how can we know about the promises of God even in your life? The first thing you must do to know the promises of God is by desiring to be in His presence. Because if you are not in His presence, He cannot alter His promises in your life. You must be there to know that which He has for you. And the Lord knew that it is by being in the presence of God that we can know about His promises in our lives. That He said, I just want to be where you are, dwelling daily in your presence. I don't want to worship from afar. Draw me near to where you are. Oh my Lord, you are my strength and my song. And when I'm in your presence, do I feel you're always strong? I just want to be with you. That I am weak and He is what He is strong. I just want to be with you. And this you will see in the gospel of today. The Pharisees helped the woman to encounter God by taking her to Him. Friends, there are moments that your enemies will help you in finding victory in God. There are moments that those who condemn you will be the one to use their hands, their resources in elevating you to where God desires you to be. This was the situation with the woman, because it is by being in the presence of God that we can see the fulfillment of His promises in our lives. They helped the woman in taking her to where her salvation is. They took her to Jesus in order to test Jesus, but Jesus gave the woman a testimony. They took her to Him to test Him, but He did what? He gave her a testimony. When those who desire to condemn you lead you to where they think that you can find condemnation, friends, I declare in your lives that you will find redemption in the mighty name of Jesus. So this is who the God we serve is. Because they took her to Him, Jesus revealed what He said in John's Gospel chapter 14, verse 6. What did He say? I am the way, the truth, and the life. And because He is the life, when the woman was taken to Him, what did He do? He gave her life. Because He is our redemption, when they took her to Him in order to condemn her, what did He do? He redeemed her. If you cannot find happiness in the presence of Jesus, then something is wrong with you. If you cannot find redemption in the presence of Jesus, then something is wrong with you. If you cannot find satisfaction in the presence of Jesus, then something is distracting your life from His presence. When the woman was being taken to Him, and He had already made promise that I will do something new in your life. She knew of the so many things that Jesus had been doing in the life of others. She bowed her head before Him. When they were waiting for Him to condemn her, within her heart, she was saying, do something new in my life, something new in my life, something new in my life. Oh Lord, do something new in my life, something here to redeem you and not to condemn you. That is the meaning of the Messiah. And this is why we say, soon answer, yes, soon, one day I faith will come, soon I will answer, yes, soon, one day I faith will come, soon I will, soon answer, yes, soon, one day I faith will come, soon I will, soon answer, yes, soon, one day I faith will come, soon I will. Friends, when God forgives you, He is not encouraging you to commit more sin. He forgives you to live again. When God forgives you, He is not encouraging you to be more wayward. When He forgives you, He wants you to find life in Him. When God forgives you, He is saying to you, I want you to live a good life. When God forgives you, He is saying to you, your life is so precious in my presence. When God forgives you, He is saying to you, I am your Redeemer. He will say in John's Gospel chapter 10 verse 10, I have come that they may have life and have it to the full. So when the Pharisees took the woman for condemnation, Jesus remembered his words in John 10:10 that He has come to give life, and He gave the woman life. The only way and the only place you can find hope is being in the presence of God. With human beings, you will find discouragement. With human beings, you will find condemnation. In fact, even in your struggles, there are people who are even praying for you to fall so that you will find something to say against you. But when you go before God, He is not looking for the way that you should fall. He is looking for a way to elevate you. That is what God does. You remember the two men that went to the temple to pray, the Pharisee and who? The Republican. They went to pray. The Pharisee said, I am not like this man. Condemnation. But what did the Republican do? Just like the one caught in the act of adultery, he bent down his head to the ground in humility, and he said, be merciful to me, O Lord, for I am a sinner. Scripture tells us the man went back home happy. But the one who claimed to be righteous, what happened? He went back home sad. If you are in a church because you feel spiritually purpose, you will be deflated. But if you are in a church that you feel spiritually dry and empty, God will fill your emptiness. Because He will say through Ezekiel the prophet, let the dry bones live again. If you are not spiritually dry, there is no how God can satisfy your desire of Him. So we must always say to the Lord, we are nothing, make us something. The woman was nothing before the Pharisees, but she was something before God. It is easy for you to condemn anybody. It is easy for me to condemn anybody. You know why? Because I have no idea about His creation. Because I have no idea about her creation. But for God, it is not easy for God to condemn you. Do you know why? In Jeremiah chapter 29 verse 11, what did He say? I alone know the plans I have for you. When you give a tailor a piece of cloth to sew for you, it is easy, but it is easier for you after the tailor must have finished his work to condemn what the tailor must have done. But for the tailor, it is not easy for him to condemn what he has done. Because he had a plan in his mind to bring out something beautiful. So this is why he will not just condemn. And even for those who bake, you can buy something that has been baked by a baker, and it will be easy for you to say there is too much salt. It will be easy for you to condemn what that which has been baked. But in the eyes of the baker is seeing beauty. but in the eyes of God, he is seeing beauty. You can see somebody and say he's very dark, but in the eyes of God, he is seeing the radiation of the glory of the heavens. This is why you must focus on your Redeemer. This is why you must focus on God. It is only God that can make you find meaning in life, and no human being can do that for you. It is only God that can elevate you in life, and no human being can do that for you. Because by dying on the cross, he has given us meaning. He has given us reason to live again. What is stopping you from going to Jesus? If you do not have enemies that can take you to Jesus, be yourself enemy in taking yourself to Jesus. Because by taking yourself to him, he will surely change your story. By taking yourself to him, he will surely bless your life. There is always discouragement anytime we want to confront ourselves. For example, you say, I want to go and confess my sins. You will begin to procrastinate. You say, maybe next week. But when you want to commit sin, you put extra effort in order not to procrastinate. But when you want to encounter your Redeemer, you will procrastinate. Why? If the devil does not procrastinate, why will you procrastinate in meeting your Redeemer? If the devil does not delay in destroying you, why should you delay in going to meet your Redeemer? Because I'm pretty sure the Pharisees that took the woman before Jesus, if it were to be about something good that was made them take her to Jesus, they will begin to say, do you have something there? They will begin to look for transportation. There was no transportation. Or they begin to say, one may say, my wife is waiting for me in the house. Or one may say, I have a meeting to attend to. Because it is something that has to do with goodness. But because it is something that has to do with redemption, they left everything that involves them doing in their families, and they decided to say that this is how we desire to go in bringing about the downfall of this woman. Use your time for good. Use your time for redemption. Use your time to help people. Use your time to elevate people. Use your time to encourage people. Use your resources to elevate people. Do not use it to condemn. Do not use it to bring destruction. Do not use it to bring about the downfall of the enemy. The resources of our nation are supposed to be used in elevating us. But the government is using it in bringing us down and seeing the insecurity. Whoever uses that which is meant to be for the elevation of the masses in bringing them sorrow and misery, God will also give that person misery. You know why? Jesus said, mercy is given to those who are messing with themselves. So this is what God is saying to us. Let us not be like the Pharisees who spend their time, their resources, their energy just to bring about the downfall of another. But that we should use that in elevating one another, in encouraging one another. When God blesses you with knowledge, let your knowledge be for the elevation of people around you. When God blesses you with resources, let your resources be used for the elevation of people around you. When God blesses you with faith, let your faith be used in giving others faith and not despair. This is what it means to be Christians. This is what it means to be Christ-like. Have you condemned your wife before? Have you condemned your husband? Have you condemned your children? Have you condemned the priest? Have you condemned those you are supposed to encourage? Jesus is saying we must learn how to encourage We must learn how to put effort in going together. That He has forgiven us. He is not an encouragement to go and continue committing sin, but that we shall have new life in Him. When your wife failed, you are not supposed to condemn her. You correct her and give her reason why she should continue being a good wife to you. When your husband failed, you are not supposed to condemn him. You are supposed to correct him and give him reason why he should continue to be a good husband to you. When your children fail, you are not supposed to condemn them. You are rather supposed to keep correcting them and encouraging them to be better children tomorrow. Because when they find forgiveness in you, they are seeing Jesus. When they find redemption in you, they are seeing Jesus. When they find encouragement in you, they are seeing Jesus. When you are weak in spirit, as your priest, I am not supposed to condemn you, but I am supposed to correct you and encourage you and give you reasons why you should put your trust in Jesus. Friends, it pays to be with Jesus. When the men left, Jesus asked them, if there is anyone among you that is without sin, let him be the first to stone the woman. Scripture tells us they left one by one, leaving Jesus alone with the woman. And because she was alone with Jesus, what did he say? Go and sin no more. When you find time that you are with Jesus, He will speak good news into your life. When you find time that you are with Jesus, He will release His promises in your life. When you find time that you are with Jesus, He will reveal to you the light of salvation. When you find time that you are with Jesus, He will give you hope. When you find time that you are with Jesus, He will answer your prayers. Because the prayer of the woman was to find redemption. And indeed, Jesus gave her redemption. Is there anything that you have done in life that is making you feel you have no hope again in God? Jesus is saying, come to me. Is there anything that you have done in life that is even stopping you from receiving Jesus in the Eucharist? Jesus is saying, come to me for a reconciliation. Is there anything that is stopping you from coming to test the divinity of God in the Eucharist? You are married for so many years, and then at some point, you just decided not to be receiving Jesus in the Eucharist. Why? What is that obstacle? Why not bring yourself to Him to change your life? Why not bring yourself to Him to bless your life? Is there anything, even as a single individual, that is stopping you from coming to make reconciliation with Jesus? I say to you, if you do not have enemies that will bring you to Jesus, take yourself to Jesus, report yourself to Him. He will not kill you, He will rather give you life. He will not destroy you, He will rather redeem you. He says, I came for sinners and not the righteous. So what is stopping you from bringing yourself to your Redeemer and say, Lord, be merciful. I have taken myself so far away from your presence. As a sinner, your future is sure in Jesus, because He is the future of every sinner. What is stopping you from bringing reconciliation? Even with your wife, even with your children, even with your husband. Jesus invites us today to bring reconciliation, because our prayers can always find place with Him when we learn to live in reconciliation. Because our thanksgiving can always find a place with Him when we learn to live in reconciliation. Even our political leaders, what is stopping them from bringing reconciliation in our nation? They have allowed themselves to be distracted by material things, in bringing destruction, in bringing about the downfall of the masses. Why not bring ourselves back to God so that He will wipe away our tears? It takes nothing to be repentant, but it takes something to be destroyed, and that is arrogance. God desired you to come back to Him. He desired you to come back to Him. What is that has been an obstacle in my relationship with God? What is that is an obstacle in my relationship with Jesus in the Eucharist? He says, whoever eats my flesh and drinks my blood, he has life in him. You are running away from your source of life. You remember the words of Peter? John's Gospel chapter 6 verse 68. To whom shall we go to? You have the message of eternal life. Come back to Jesus. Report yourself to Jesus. Submit yourself to Jesus. And He will declare goodness upon your life. Bring yourself back to Him. And He will give you His promises. Bring yourself back to Him. And He will declare words of hope in your life. He will give you healing. He will give you restoration. He will give you understanding.